Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't know I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right-hand side, we got Commanders, and SCSU #1 fan, Chuck Little John. And coming in hot is our dog, Corey Davis, man. He'll be on in a second, man. But what's good, baby?
Everything's everything. For some of y'all, it's hump day. But for me, it's not.
Happy hump day to everybody out there. And OG and still enjoying his vacation. So welcome back, man. I hope you all had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I hope you all got a chance to spend time with your family, friends, loved ones, and so on. We miss y'all. We're glad to be back, man. And while we're back, I do want to welcome some new people to our family, the TCY family, man. Mr. Anthony Carmichael, Mr. Bruce Turner, and Rutger Boston. Man, appreciate you all rocking with us, man. Thank y'all for the subscription. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Everybody out there on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel on YouTube, man, and also on our social media platforms. Let's get it, baby. Pop, welcome on, Larry Wright, and James Little John. Every day is Saturday for OG. Hey, it's a beautiful thing, ain't it, OG?
Oh, yeah, it's always some haters out there.
Oh, man, we got a great show. Man. This is episode 61, season 3. We got to jump into a couple topics, man. Actually, we got a lot of topics we want to jump into. And JJ Watt retiring, which is huge. Announcing it this past weekend, his last home game, he said. Ed Reed becoming the new coach at Bethune Cookman. Tua and his concussions, his third one of the season. And then, of course, some coaches changes, man. That should be happening. That has happened already. There's going to be some job openings in the NFL, man. Where and who should get these jobs? And should some more people be fired? And if so, man, who do you think? And then, of course, got to go over our game prediction and fantasy football, man. That's a lot of stuff.
And you left out our college football picks.
Our college football picks as well. That's this weekend, too.
Yeah.
New Year's weekend, man. So, yeah, we got to jump into those. I forgot about those. So, yeah, we got to hit those, too, as well. So, and those games will be played during – well, the last game will be played during our Met Gala, our Disney Met Gala, man, that we're doing. So that's gonna be tough on some people. All right, man. So let's go ahead. Let's jump right on in. Let me get rid of this right here. First and foremost, let's excuse me, y'all. Let's thank our sponsor, Mr. Alvin Jameson. We couldn't do the show without him. We definitely appreciate you, man, supporting the show and being our sponsor once again. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? the crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you. That's right, and you.
And you.
Kanisha, what's going on? Welcome on, sis. She says real tough. I'm not sure what part.
I think she's talking about, because you said about the gala and the playoff game going on.
That's right. Because they're both watching the game. Doggone Corey with the Bulldogs and Kanisha with Ohio State. I'm sorry. I was trying to see if there's a way we can get it shown up on the wall. I'm still trying to figure that out. Kanisha's phone gonna be hot. Absolutely, man. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and start here, man, before our boy jumps on. And we're gonna start with my guy here, man. An illustrious career that JJ Watt has had. The guy has been the ultimate pro, man of the year. He's been everything you can ask for in a all-star, a superstar. I remember the Houston tragedy that happened with the storm, man, and he provided all the food and everything for Houston when their power had went out. The guy, he's just a stellar guy and a hell of a player. A 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time sack leader, over 111 sacks, 580 tackles, out of Central Michigan and Wisconsin. Drafted by the Houston Texans in 2011. Just a great player, man. He will be missed. He has a Pop said, did he say why he was retiring? I think he just he's ran his course, Pop. You know, he's been in the league a long time, 12 years, man. So that takes its toll on his body. His body's been kind of breaking down, even though he's having a really good season this year. He I don't think he's played a full season, and I don't know how long. So,
and he just beasted in the game. He just beasted in the game he played in.
yeah.
JJ Watt.
I see you later, JJ.
And I wonder if it's got something to do with. I think that's part of it, G. And I think the fact that they showed the picture after the game, they just had a newborn baby too.
Yeah.
So maybe that's his first child.
So maybe he wants to be there for his first child. And I'm sure financially he's in the position to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
But yeah, you talking about Houston. I saw somewhere where they say he reached out and worked on getting, I think, like $27 million donated when they had that hurricane in Houston. Mm-hmm. And that was the same year he became the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Yeah. Can you say that? Yeah, he wants to be with his family.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all saying nice stuff about him? Oh, okay.
So what you got bad to say about him?
Holla, he been hurt every year.
he been hurt every year. I wish I could find that stat I found, boy, about that run he had from I can't remember what it was, from 2012 to 2015, a 16 where he just went on a tear.
Where was he at before he was at Arizona?
Houston.
H-Town. That's right. Yeah.
So since you say he's been hurt, so you put this question out there. G put up there eligible for the Hall in 2028. Will he be first ballot?
Yeah, I guess so. I imagine. First ballot?
I say yeah, definitely so.
I was at first ballot. I guess it'd be a first ballot Hall of Fame. I mean, I guess I hadn't looked at his stats. I just looked at his hurts.
This
Where
dude, three-time defensive player of the year.
only 3 times? Okay.
Only 3. Some people only get 1.
only 3. Okay. I ain't tripping. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be a Hall of Famer. But you mean first ballot without a championship?
How many people know? Don't start Discord.
I'm just saying. You know how I do. I ain't changing who I am. You know, you first ballot without it. You know.
How many people in the Hall without a championship?
It's a bunch of them, but hey, like me and G have said before, you know, there's a first ballot table. I don't want to have to go back there, you know. Yeah, but is he a Hall of Famer? Yes. First ballot.
Here we go.
I'm sure there's been a lot of people out there that like old dirty JJ, you know.
Oh, dirty JJ. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean a Hall of Famer, yes. But okay, what's the criteria to make a first ballot?
I guess get the votes.
Yeah, you got to get the votes, but I think anytime you say 3-time defensive player of the year, I think that's one that should be in there.
That's first ballot for you.
That's first ballot. That's then you throw in 111 sacks. That's let me see where this puts him at.
Why you doing that? Why you doing that? I found this stat I wanted to tell Corey. So from 2012 to 2015, he had 69 sacks, 119 tackles.
Okay.
What else did you say he had?
Oh, I missed it. Okay, after you said sacks, what else did he have? 69 sacks, and what else?
119 tackles for loss.
And that's in 3 years? You saying you give me three seasons? Okay.
3 seasons. And 190 quarterback hits.
You can't do that nowadays. You can't hit nobody 190 times. You can't hit the quarterback nowadays. So that don't count no more. Now just touch a quarterback like that you want to. See what happens. I mean, I get what you're saying. I guess JJ he was never, you know, I guess he wasn't high on my radar a lot of times. What was his first year in the league?
I think 2011, look like.
2011.
11? Okay. All right, you know.
So he's at 111. So he's not even in the top 20 in sacks. But let me say this.
Okay.
He's not. Let me say this. He's a defensive tackle. He's not. Everybody else that's in there are DNs.
Okay.
You
so
know,
he has
linebackers.
Or linebackers. Kevin Green, Reggie White, Bruce Smith, Chris Dolman, Michael Strahan, Jason Taylor, Terrell Suggs, DeMarcus Ware, Richard Dent, John Randall. John Randall, he was a D tackle.
Where does he rank in his position? Is he number 1?
He's not number 1 because you have your boy John Randall up there.
Yeah,
so
from the Vikings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see NFL defensive tackle sack leaders. Hey, welcome on my cousin Matt. Matt says he's surprised. He thought I would be wearing Jaguars gear, man, because Duval ain't that something.
Okay.
Yeah, he had to talk trash. He didn't get to talk trash last week because he didn't come home. So he now. Chip don't matter, especially with his production, says Cuz, man. So yeah. Sack leaders. All right. Let's see what we're looking like. Defensive tackle sack leaders. Myles Garrett. Oh, this is just for 1 year. I want all time. Hold on.
Because that's what I'm saying. I mean, where we putting them all time to be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Oh, Bruce Smith. I'm sorry. They said Bruce Smith's D tackle too.
He was okay.
Oh, they said.
So you're not comparing it to an edge rusher. You just
let's say this: do you consider Aaron Donald a first ballot?
With his body of work, that's another good one. I like Aaron. Now Aaron hadn't played as long as Watts though, has he? He's only, I think Watts got him about 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
So Aaron's got a chip, but he probably don't have the stats like JJ Watts does. I think that I would put him kind of what and what, but at the same time, I mean, I appreciate that Aaron has, some flash with him. But yeah.
All right, so Bruce Smith is not a D tackle. They don't have him as a D tackle. They still have. There's only 2 players that have over 100 sacks from the D tackle slot.
And Bruce Smith ain't got no ring.
No, and it looks like it's Aaron Donald and JJ Watt.
JJ, okay. I mean, I'm saying I know he'll get it. I guess I was just trying to, we're trying to, how I do. I try to put him in a different echelon. I mean, I try to classify him.
Devil's advocate is what you're doing.
No. I'm just saying,
Like my wife says, devil don't need no advocate.
I know that's right. He's a devil. That's terrible. I just thought about that.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, devil don't need no advocate. That's true.
But I mean, like I said, I enjoyed his career. I think he was a talent that could have been, put somewhere on a better team. I know those Houston years where he was the, only one holding it up. There were times where he could have, probably left for either, maybe less money to get a ring, but he wanted to do it in Houston, and then it kind of ran its course with terrible coaching. Reason why he went to Arizona. And did he go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, they went with Arizona, right?
He went, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not.
Arizona? He went there with Arizona. No, he didn't there with Arizona. He only been there for 3 years, right?
He didn't get there with Arizona.
Yeah, no, he's only been in Arizona 2 or 3 years.
I thought when Bruce Arians was there, he may be right. No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, I think he is. I think his stats are comparable, or probably even better than Warren Sapp's stats. And I think Warren Sapp was a first ballot.
Warren, what he was? Okay.
Yeah. So
Warren crazy.
So Matt said, man, no question. Donald was the first ballot. Donald could have retired last year and been a first ballot. Kanisha said, leave the core, ain't nobody getting in. Look.
If they do get in, they can't sit at the table. Put it that way.
Sit over there. Get over there. Show me your jury.
We would never see eye to eye on that.
All right. And we're gonna jump into what BB said and what James LeJohn said a little later on. So Ed Reed, a Hall of Famer, has taken his talents back down to Miami at Bethune Cookman.
To HBCU.
HBCU, man. They pick up another guy who has experience coaching, who was a legend in playing, and is a legend in Miami, in Dade County, man. So I think they pick up a good one, man. I didn't even realize he coached for the Buffalo Bills. He was a assistant DB's coach in 2016 for
1 year, right?
Yeah, for the Buffalo Bills in 2016.
Yeah. So
he's, hey man, give me your thoughts on Mr. Ed Reed. And look, I saw Ed Reed at the game last Friday.
At the Hawks game?
At the Hawks game. And I was sitting there eating, and I looked over and I said, damn, that man looked just like Ed Reed. And
he had the hair, and
he had the hair, and he was sitting down eating, and I was like, damn, man, he looked just like Ed Reed, man. But sitting by himself. So didn't pay him no attention, man, after that. And then when I went to my seat, he was sitting like on the side of the on the floor, but behind the goal on the left side of the goal. Then I saw they put the camera on. I said, "Damn, that is Ed Reed."
Oh, Ed.
Old Ed was down there, man. So, and then so be it. Now look at him, man. The head coach of and I after I found out was him, I said, "I'm gonna go talk to him in the doggone in the lounge."
Well, you gonna get your cookies?
Yeah, well, cookies, man. He didn't go back there though. I don't know where.
Okay.
I don't know where he went, man. He must have left.
So Ed is leaving Miami, right? He was at Miami as a assistant coach down there, right?
I think he was just going there helping out.
He went on the staff. Okay.
I don't think he was on the staff.
Okay.
So, give me your thoughts, man. How do you think this is going to go? You think he's going to take the template that Deion Sanders did or used?
I don't know if he'll take the same template, but I guess he's going to formulate his own template. I still think it's good for HBCUs.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this is a beginning trend. And the one thing I do want to say is if he goes to Bethune Cookman and did what Deion did at Jackson State and then leaves, I'm happy for him. You know, if he gets there, he turns this school, this team around. I think they won like 2 games this year. And he goes there, like I said,
I see. Look, did they win too? Yeah, I've been scrubbing them boys up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they won 2. But if he goes there and he does the same thing that Deion did, turn the team around and builds up the program, whatever the case may be, and then he gets an offer to go to a D5, a higher division school, then all well and good for him. I'm just glad to see that we're getting these caliber coaches and these ex-athletes and ex Hall of Famers that's coming to HBCU. It's only going to do good. It's nothing can become bad of it. In my viewpoint.
I like the trend, like you said. I mean, we're starting to find out a little bit more with the Deion Sanders situation, which I think we've been talking about. It's cleaning up, what that little dirt that they thought he had on him. Nevertheless, you got bona fide Hall of Fame guys that are wanting to coach these young HBCU kids to showcase their talent. And like you said, the same thing. If this is my way to get, to showcase my ability to coach, okay, if they, because I know they consider HBCU football, I'm not gonna say inferior, but like I said, it's not Division I, power PWI, type football. Nevertheless, you do and will find the talent out there. Now it needs to be a little bit more. I hope the trend continues. I hope a lot of these guys go, you know what, I'm a Hall of Famer and I can teach some of these kids a lot more than what they're getting. I'm not saying that the coaches that they've had before don't do the job, but if we need to move this to the next level, this is the way to do it. And I think Larry Wright said the same, said it best. Thank you, Deion, showing us the way, showing us, that I can start here and in 3 years progress to the next level and then continue on with my career, but I'll show you what this talent can do on the bottom. Like you said, they can't go nowhere but up.
Right.
Nowhere but up with Bethune Cookman, because I like they're in the MEAC, right?
No, in the SWAC.
No,
In the SWAC. Yeah,
Bethune Cookman ain't in no SWAC.
No, Bethune Cookman and Florida A&M University are in the SWAC. They left the MEAC.
I know Florida A&M is, but did Bethune get in?
Yes, sir. Bethune Cookman and Florida A&M both came the same year.
Florida A&M came with Alabama A&M. Are you sure?
No. Florida A&M and Bethune Cookman came at the same time. They left the NBAC.
All right, well, listen, that's news to me. Nevertheless, they've been a rag doll for most football teams anyway. Look, Bethune Cookman, I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, I mean, if you want to run up some stats, you play Bethune. But okay, if they're part of the SWAC, okay, welcome. Nevertheless, Ed Reed can only go up. He can only, hopefully he can get some of these Miami boys and make it happen. Like I said, he's one of the king of Dade County. And let's hope that he can do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping so. I'll say this here though. I know that it's a sacrifice when you decide to, when you're a Hall of Famer, used to traveling, used to going on, some of these networks, these letter networks, and speaking. I've seen Ed Reed on multiple Sundays, where he gets to say a few things. Now you have to commit to the city that you're going to be in. Now you got to commit to these kids 24/7. And I'm hoping that he has the same bravado as Dion. If not the same, but somewhere where these kids can say, listen, my coach is a Hall of Famer, or use that Miami feeder, to get some of these kids in here and play ball. But okay.
And the same thing we said. So because he said, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. They did get in the SWAC.
I know that right. I ain't hear it either, baby.
Okay. Yeah, I finna go private eye.
I stand real corrected because I ain't gonna lie. I was about to say they ain't in no SWAC. Bethune Cookman. I guess so.
Yeah, both of them came the same year.
Okay, I feel.
So, like the same thing we said about Dion, being able to tell these players, hey man, I'm one of the best to ever do this.
Mm-hmm.
You're learning from the best. Ed Reed is that guy.
He won them safeties.
Yeah, Ed Reed was one of the best safeties to ever do this thing.
Yeah.
So he can use that same mantra that Deion Sanders did and take that to what he's bringing into Bethune Cookman now and bring them people on. And the same connections that Deion Sanders has, this man right here has them same connections. So I think he's going to do similar things to what Deion did, and him and Deion are buddies. Yeah. So Deion will show him and give him the same connections that he may have as far as sponsorships, that they got. So expect those same things to happen for Bethune Cookman now. And like you said, this is just the beginning of things that happen, things to come for more HBCUs out there.
You know what I remember, bro? I remember when Dion was talking about Ed. He said if there was any other dude that can catch one and take it to the house, Ed,
Yeah, you all right?
They got that work coming. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Pete was over. Yeah, I'm good.
Players have been making money, all the money for the Division I colleges, for the Power Fives. It's time for that talent to be given to the HBCUs, man. So, and while I'm saying this right here, James Littlejohn wants to make a public apology to Coach Brown. He said he was bitter. He was bitter at first, but he was wrong.
He sure was. He kept saying that. Yeah, he did say that. He showed it F prime. He kept
a lot of F prime.
Yeah, he did.
He throwing a lot of F bombs out there.
Yeah, I kept trying to talk to him, but he wouldn't listen. But he finally did.
Yeah, he was being hard headed. He was being stubborn.
He sure was.
He's stubborn.
Well, look, real quick, Dan. Since he brought that up, real quick. Now that we know a little bit more truth in this, because I don't know if it was us, but when a school has generated as much revenue as Jackson State has over the past 3 years, and then you come out and then it comes out that there's more truth to this and you've been deceived by so let me tell you. So what I found out was just reading a few things. So the reason why Dion was like, you know what, I'll donate half my salary is because he said, I know I'm gonna put butts in the seats. Mm-hmm. And if we're gonna come up with this deal where I'll make my money on the back end for ticket sales, mm-hmm. and then come to find out, you're gonna rob me of that. Mm-hmm. Because like I said, I'm a HBCU guy. I know, the OG is. I feel it's disappointing. I mean, it's a disappointing statement when you find out that they were only reporting like 23%. When he was saying, listen, over 60%. I'm sorry. What is 60,000 fans, and you're saying we only had 23,000. I mean, how do y'all feel about that when y'all hear that Jackson kind of, flip the switch a little bit, especially when you cheat me on some money?
Look, it's upsetting. I mean, it's upsetting. It's a disappointment. Mm-hmm. The fact that they had Dion there, trying to do all he can to do good by the school and by the city, and then you turn around and do him like this, and then you try to be upset when he say he leaving.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. Like they say on ESPN, come on, man.
Yeah. This is what I got, OG. Somebody didn't believe that he could put butts in the seats, so they were like, "Okay, you're gonna give half your salary to the athletic department. We don't have to pay that because you wanted to go to the athletic department, and you're saying I'll get my money back from ticket sales." And then somebody go, "He ain't gonna put that many seats in it. We don't never sell out no games. We're in Jackson, Mississippi. We hadn't done that since I don't know, probably Sweetness. You know what I'm saying? But he changed all that, and now you don't want to come up because somebody saw the bread. They saw the money and got greedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that disappoints me too. That to say, then you get mad that I'm leaving. One monkey don't stop no show.
Yeah.
Now I'm hoping that it fixes itself, but it took the AD and the mayor too long to come out and be honest with themselves, because he like, hey, somebody owed me a check,
Yeah.
and then they didn't think he was gonna go behind and check. Like,
Right.
man, this thing full. I go out and show my face before the game, and after the game, I shake. Not saying say shaking hands, but I mean, people want to see Dion. He said that's the reason why I do that. I've been doing this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Just go ahead, G.
oh, and I was just gonna piggyback on what you all said, man. It's the greed that really, I don't have any skins in it, man. But just to know that he's trying to help y'all, and then y'all still, it's like stabbing him in the back almost, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like. It's sad. It's sad, and I don't want this to be all HBCUs. I want to just leave this at Jackson. I mean, you know what I mean? At Jackson
Talking about this situation.
Yeah, this situation. I don't want
okay, yeah.
the whole HBCU thing. I want this just to be Jackson State. Y'all was being greedy, not HBCU.
Okay, like HBCUs abusing Hall of Famers that's coming back to give to the kid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't want it to be that, man. So
the old saying, it's a good thing till it's gone. I just hope they can continue on, because if they don't,
right. Now, with that being said, I'm glad that they picked somebody that was on his staff. Somebody that still got a. Let me call OG real quick. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that and he'll pick up.
Yeah.
And I think he actually recommended this guy.
Yeah. He did. And then he also said he's going to continue to contribute to Jackson State.
Colorado even said that.
Yeah. So he wasn't just leaving; he was trying to build y'all up still, and y'all still jacking him around.
All right, let me throw something out at y'all. Okay, let's say let's say if Jackson don't make this right, because they still owe him some bread. Yeah. And Colorado and myself have decided we're going to still continue to, like I said, look at these Jackson players as a feeder school to Colorado. But if you don't make this right, and then I decide to push away from you, it's going to be on you, not me, because you didn't do me right. We ain't heard from Dion because y'all still owe me some bread.
Yeah. And like I say, he can also, not just Jackson State, with him being in Colorado now, he could try to level that playing field, like he said. Like if they decide to play some HBCUs, to make sure the HBCU gets their just due.
Paid right.
Get paid right. Yeah. So he's in the position to do that too. So, Jackson State, they don't do right. They could miss out on some of that too.
Hey man, I'm gonna say this here too. So remember how we were talking about how there's certain things he can't do as far as social media. Colorado has opened their home to see, and they're saying, listen, we're fine with this. If this is his way to get the kids here, we're fine with this. There's some things that they want, he hadn't broken any rules, but like they've made some upgrades to their facilities, and he's walking through. He finally went the other day to like the uniform room and meeting staff, and he's walking with his social media and that platform. Colorado wants the Pac-10 and everybody else to see what they've done as far as upgrading their facilities, their practice facilities, all of that. He's like, listen, we want to show you what a championship caliber team. It looks like Alabama, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man.
And to me, that's nothing but a plus because that's going on social media, and these young folk be on social media. So that's even helping your recruiting there without even getting them on campus.
Yeah. And I'll be straight with you, like Georgia, we don't allow, and I think Alabama does the same thing. Some of these teams, you can't even come in there. You can't, you ain't finna see what we do behind the scenes. And like I said, they hadn't had practice or anything, but they don't want you to see any of that. Any of it.
You know what they got all kinds of stuff going on back there. They can't show all that.
I know, right?
Hey, all them hands out there. Hey, they can't show all that.
I like when he went through the medical facility, and he's always walking with, a few players, and he walked through the medical facility. He walked through, like I said, where they hand do the jerseys, like, on the back and all this. They said everybody got, it's just amazing what he's done so far. And he doesn't have to do a thing as far as going out there to get Under Armour, to get Nike to come here or he got to go to holler at Michael Strahan to get one suit for a kid. Yeah. They got all of that there.
Yeah. That playing field is definitely different.
All he got to do is coach.
Levels. There's levels to that thing, man.
Yeah.
He's at level right now.
Right.
But congratulations to him as well, and Ed Reed, man. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Congratulations, Ed.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Ed Reed does with Bethune Cookman.
Get ready, Swag.
Ready. I know my guy Kirk Jackson, my homeboy Kirk, man. He went to Bethune Cookman, man. So I can't wait to see what.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Now I've been down there one time. That campus is right on the beach. It's right on the beach, but I didn't never want to go there though. They were sold as I don't know what.
All right, man. Let's transition on.
Hey, real quick. Brandon Buchanan put the question saying how many people transferred. I don't know how many people transferred, but I see an article right here that says over 200 transfer portal players have already reached out to Colorado.
Yeah.
And how many? 200.
Over 200.
And he ain't got but 61 spots.
Yeah.
And he said he gonna keep 30% of Colorado, the team that was there initially, right? He said he's gonna try to keep, or 25% is what he said he's gonna try to keep. He said, but he bringing Louis.
Well, that's what he do. I think he does like a 40, 20 or something like that. So he'll get 40, 40 from that's there. He'll get 40 from the transfer portal and like 20
walk-ons or like the or the new scholarship students. Okay, fresh
some kind of thing he does.
So he's gonna keep 40%. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what he said? You know what he said, don't you? We coming.
Well, real quick. So do the numbers like this. Though it's 40%, cause I know when people see 40%, now on the football team, it's only 65 spots.
Right.
And that what's 46? That ain't a lot now.
Oh yeah. That ain't a lot.
Hey, and that's with the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got with this many. That's
like 20 players. Like
if that, right.
Yeah. So
what he told them kids? Hey, y'all better get in that portal.
Better get in the portal, man. Look, he tried to reach out to some 2 Florida State players that signed to Florida State.
And
they was like, nah, man, we'll handle Travis Hunter over here. We good.
I still say this was gangster, man. He got 4 players from Alabama.
Yeah. So good. Hey, man, they coming, dog.
They're gonna be interesting.
Oh, you just said, man. Hey, we coming. They coming. Hey, so let's go ahead and transition on to the NFL. We got to talk about this Miami Dolphins team that is faltering, man. But they're faltering because their quarterback has had another concussion. And to me, it looked like he was concussed during the game. after that hit.
Yep.
And it comes out a day later that he's now concussed. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this, man. This Tua thing, and should he go on? Should he play again this season? Should something happen to the Miami Dolphins?
So
this
me,
is the time that he's played through it, and they didn't do anything about it.
So me and my wife, we were talking about this, and she, I could feel her, anxiety plus, emotions and disgust, a little anger. Somebody in his corner or on his team or on, like his personal, family, somebody need to say, hey man, sit it down. You've had 3 concussions, 3 this season, and you've had 3 within a 7-week span. That's a lot of damage to, to the brain. Right. We learned that concussion means that your brain has shook inside, in the cranium, if it's moved to the point where, you're discombobulated, disoriented, and literally it takes you about a week or so to get back right and to pass protocol. But then I was telling her this. There was a second thing that I thought about. The coach there, this dude playing for his career, whatever, or his job. And when that happens, you don't know how to do the right thing for the player, because you worried about your damn job. Everybody can't be, because she was saying Coach Tomlin did that with what's his name? He's a commentator now. He played for Pittsburgh, and he said, I got a son your age, and I ain't gonna let you play. He said,
Ryan Clark.
Ryan Clark. Yeah, Ryan Clark. He told Ryan, he said he's the Coach Tomlin is the reason why Ryan is not playing today. But he said I wouldn't be where I am had he not made that decision for me. But he was like, you can't play, son. He said I got a child your age, and if I were in the same position, I'd do it to him too. And but I was trying to tell her everybody can't be a Coach Tomlin. Everybody don't feel like the player should come first. That guy in Miami, man, he's not doing what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? When you're not paying attention to the guy, when he bumped his head, and then if I'm sitting there talking to you, you tell me something about baloney, and we finna run a play, something ain't right with you. So I feel terrible for the guy because I know he's trying to. This is his is this his 3rd year in the league? First year as a starter though, right? Did he start last year? He started the last couple of games, right?
Right. Yeah. Then he started he was back and forth last year.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just saying they're not either agent, his mama, wife. They're just not saying the right things to say. You got to be safe. 3 concussions in a season. That's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
OG.
And I agree with you too, Corey. But I agree with my brother also. It's the Dolphins it's the Dolphins' fault, and it's the NFL fault. I thought they're doing games if they had a doctor or someone, neurologist or someone at these games, watching the games, and sending a message down to the officials to say, hey,
check.
You need to get him out. You need to get him out, get him examined. So I think it's Dolphins' fault and it's NFL fault too.
They don't have analysts out there? You saying they don't? You saying that they don't have analysts out there?
I thought they did.
It's supposed to.
It's supposed to.
Okay.
And so when that happened, they should have got him at the game right there and there and had him go through the protocol. It should be, it's part of the fault of the Dolphins and the coach, but it's also part of the fault of the NFL too. He needs to come out and they need to examine him, or whatever the case may be. And we already seen this happen with I think it was the Patriots, where the player had to stop it for a guy.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that. Who was that? He said, "Man, listen, my guy ain't right. Call the timeout." Yeah.
And like you said, somebody upstairs is supposed to be looking at all these plays,
right,
when it happens, and looking at, because you can see when somebody gets hit, you can see when somebody's head hit the ground. We saw it on TV.
Yeah,
when it happened, was wait, and his head hit the ground again. The same way it hit the ground the last 2 times he had a concussion.
And I say this. Go ahead. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, G.
And nobody even stopped to see if he was okay.
And he was supposed to change his helmet
faster. He was supposed
to change his helmet, and he didn't change it. He didn't want to use that extended helmet for that CTE or whatever. He didn't change it. He didn't change his helmet either. I'm not saying it's his fault, but somebody need to be talking to him because he is still young. You know, I think Tua is 25.
If that old.
Yeah,
He don't have anybody in this corner, man. Nobody in his group that talk some good sense to him. And I know he's playing for that new contract because he's still under that rookie contract, which for the average person you can still live off of. I ain't saying he need to stop playing ball, but I think we said earlier when he had the 2 that he should have stayed out, you know, the rest of the season, and he ended up coming back within 2 weeks, you know, and played on the 3rd week.
Yeah, 24 years old.
He's 24.
Yeah, 24.
And he said, and this is his 3rd concussion, and early in his career. Wow.
Yeah, and you know that caused Troy Aikman to retire. He had started getting concussed in the season, and I think he had 2 in a season after he had one like the season before, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't do this no more," you know.
Yeah. And he's a big guy. He said he was, you know, Troy was up top, and he said it was, and I do agree, it was a different game. It was a little bit more violent during his time.
Right.
And he said he was getting hit by some of the best.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it just me, or is it how Tua is falling every time he falls? Like when they grab his legs, he snaps down to the ground. You know,
he snaps every time. I don't know, and it seems. He always falls backwards, like
on the back of the head.
Right, he was running this way
and
turning and falling back on his back.
That is weird.
He says, "I love football, but at the end of the day, it's just a game. These are real people, and their life shouldn't be in jeopardy for a game." You're absolutely right.
That's right.
Right, and. A lot of it has to be on the player, but the coaches, like you said, Corey, the coaches have to be the one to step up. You are in charge of these players at this time, and sometimes you have to take the helmet from the players because these players, that's all they know.
Yep.
They know toughness. They know, hey, you're gonna fight through whatever. We've seen several players each week play through some type of injury, some type of pain that they're playing through. So that's just what they know. And sometimes as a coach, you have to be the one who says, "Look, I'm not gonna let you go out there. You have to protect the player because the player is not gonna protect themselves." You know. So
Ryan Clark said his biggest fear was when he was talking to Tomlin is the next new hot guy to take his spot.
Mm-hmm. All of them say that. All of them say that. The NFL is not for long, and it's not for long because of other organizations are always looking for the next man, the next you.
Not for long.
So is that, and then injuries. So you don't want to be the one who loses your job because you was injured. You know, best ability is availability.
So do y'all believe in that thing they were saying, like with NFL players, you know how whenever they do a good play, they take the helmet off, they want to be seen, they want to be in the limelight, they want to be, you know, like you said, the you know, that hottest guy right now. You know, is that an NFL thing? Is it a football thing? Because you nobody knows who you are till you take your helmet off. You know, they can know your number, but you know, they want to be seen. You know what I mean?
You want people to know what you look like.
Yeah.
You know, every other league, you get to see their faces. You know what they look like. NFL is just a name on the back, really. You know, you can be walking past an NFL player, you wouldn't even know it.
I wouldn't even know it. Right.
You know, so I think they do want to be seen. They work their life to get to this point, you know, and then not to be seen, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it is an NFL thing, and I understand it though.
And I'll say this here too. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna just add a little comment for my Atlanta Falcons. So Mariota, he's decided that he's not coming back to the team. You know, he dipped on us or whatever. He took his ball and and I get it because he got benched, and he was promised to be the starter because he when he came into the league, Arthur Smith was on that coaching staff that he worked on, but it didn't work that way. And because he's not starting anymore, he said he was promised a certain position, and he said basically trying to say that the Falcons lied to him. I'm not saying that, but when your productivity kind of goes down, the next person needs to is in your spot.
Mhm.
And I don't think he did a good job with how he left. He's supposed to stay in support, but he quit. And that was a part of him feeling like he was replaced, and he was saying this was his year to showcase to the league what he can do, and the contract, his last contract or whatever, but it didn't happen that way. But in that example that we're getting with you want to be the man. If you're not, the next person gonna step up and get your spot.
So that leads right in the Derek Carr, huh?
What?
That leads right in the Derek Carr.
Yeah, that's a great transition. I think BB put that up here. Derek Carr is benched. Taylor Heineke is benched.
That's wrong. I'll say that here. Okay, we'll get there. Go ahead.
And we're going into coaching jobs. All right. So at this point, do you trust what these coaches are doing? Like, what does benching Derek Carr at this point do for the Josh Daniels and the Las Vegas Raiders?
It ain't him. It ain't Carr.
Nothing. They'll do nothing for him.
Nothing.
And Carr say y'all walking away.
Did he say he leaving?
Yeah.
Damn.
So you know what I can see right now? I'm gonna go ahead and put this rumor out there. Lamar Jackson to the Vegas Raiders. With those running receivers in that running game.
Really?
Wow.
Lamar Jackson to the Raiders?
Can they afford to pay?
I don't know. I just want to put that out there.
he said, I don't know. He just put it out there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get what Josh, and you know how I feel about Josh McDaniels and his coaching. I don't get what the purpose of that is. This is your franchise. This is your franchise quarterback. Yes, they're struggling, but the team is struggling. It's not just Derek Carr. This team is struggling. This team was a playoff team before he got there.
But that's what coaches are doing now. Who can we bench to show that I'm mixing this thing up? Matt Ryan went through that. I ain't saying that Matt it was his fault, but I'm just saying he's a better quarterback than the three you got. Don't bench Matt. They ain't even get to do the uniform on Sunday. Put the warm up on.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm the reason.
No, but this is what the coaches are doing. Like you said, they're making. Hey, take that off of me. It's him.
Now
it's not my fault.
It's him.
It's him. It's him.
Now, remember last year we was on you last year, G, about your coach at the Cowboys, McCarthy. McCarthy put up 12 wins and we were still giving him hell. Just as we talked about it. You can't win. You can't get 12 wins and not get criticized. And he was on the winning end of this. Right. And I think we were giving him hell. And I think, big shout out to Prince, year before last. He was one of the ones. And I think Zach was kind of criticizing him too. And he was on the winning side of not a losing season, a winning season. Right. So I know the coaches that are losing, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna bench somebody, So let me transition to you, OG. We were giving Heineke praise the past 3 to 4 weeks. Now he's been benched for what I think is a money situation. You got what $60-something million on the table, and you're not going to sit him there. Did the Commanders do right by benching Heineke?
I don't think he did, but Rivera, either he could be a GOAT or he could be a hero.
Oh, this is Ron. Okay.
Yeah, I think either he could be a GOAT or a hero. I don't agree with it. You know, yeah, Heineken had a bad game, but so be it.
Right.
You're gonna have bad games, but look at the body of work that he's done while he did start.
Facts.
So I don't agree with it. But like I say, Ron Rivera could either be a GOAT or he could be a hero. If we lose to the Browns Sunday, he could be a real big time GOAT. If we win, he'll be a semi-hero until he win the next game.
So how did your quarterback do when they put him in? When they bent Heineken?
The game was almost over. Then I know why they put him in because it was the latter part of the game when they put him in. Okay. So I don't know what the benefit. I don't know the benefit. Kind of like what G's saying. You know, what's the benefit of putting him in toward the end of the game? I had no idea. And then to come back and say the next week that he's done the body of work that he's done, because him playing the way we wouldn't be in playoff contention right now. I don't think. But
so
see what I'm saying? See this is what I'm saying. See, this is exactly what I'm saying. I wonder why I come at Cowboy fans so hard. Because they try to throw this undercover shade. But the minute you come at them, then you're wrong. OG, you know what you're talking about. You got your mind, OG. But
randomly throwing that light shade.
Yeah.
So, but let's go here. Like your boy went 5-3-1, right? And in 9 games.
Yeah.
And Carson Wentz was 2-4. I think they're both around the same touchdowns and interceptions, 12-6 for Heineke and 11-6 for Wentz. 18-59 for Heineke and 16-12 for Carson Wentz.
But the team plays with and this is just me. I ain't no Commander fan. I ain't got no dog in this fight. But I just see a little bit more excitement with Heineke in the game. It's like you're waiting for Wentz to do something goofy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But the Commanders were they were a little bit more. The talk was better when he was on the center. Like I said, I ain't not to throw shade at Wentz. But I'm just saying the way they played. They played a little harder for Wentz. I mean, for Heineke. That's all I'm saying. I think I had dumped on the bandwagon for a couple of games myself. And I'll say this here too, from a fantasy football standpoint, the points were better, though I didn't win shit this year. But
yeah. But I guess when we come down to stats, I've always said this about Heineke. Mm-hmm. Heineke is not a stat building guy.
Right.
Heineke,
but he don't put you in a position to lose, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's the point.
Okay.
He's not a stat building guy, but he's in most cases he's not gonna do. But now he did have some turnovers the last couple of games, and maybe that's why Ron Rivera benched him. But overall, he's not gonna be a stat building guy. He's there to try to get you a W, get that dub. That's his goal.
Right. And the beginning of the season, the OG, you were saying Carson Wentz was playing well though, because you didn't want him to lose his job, right? In the beginning.
No. What I said was. He was playing decent, and I said that we've always said that when you're hurt you shouldn't lose your job. But I also came back and said as the team started, like Corey says, the team started gelling and they started winning. Then regardless of how much you pay, you want to break that up.
Mm-hmm. But all right, so they started losing. So
who started losing?
The Commanders. So at
the last 2 games.
Yeah,
the last
2, right?
Yeah, we lost to the Giants and we lost to San Francisco.
Yeah, so at that point, the rhythm is gone. So you remember he was on a roll. You don't want to stop him on the roll. What I was saying, that rhythm is gone. Do you make the change now?
That rhythm is not gone. I mean, everybody had bad games, but like I said, now you go bring in Carson Wentz. That's been out 9 games, and now you go bring him in. When you in playoff contention, when you see what the team is capable of doing with Heineke in there for these previous 9 games, you've been 5-3-1. And now, when it's critical that you need to win to stay in playoff contention, now you go bring in win. I don't think the jail is going to be there because he's been out 9 weeks.
And I'll be honest with you. Okay, so when the Commanders played the Giants, that was a good game. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't just a loss. You know what I'm saying? How you said they took the loss and it was a bad game. It wasn't a bad game. Now, 49ers had a better game against them. You know, we saw that. Yeah. So I don't count that as, 2 bad losses. One was a bad loss, but the other one, they played the Giants hard,
Yeah, we ain't gonna get that. We already put that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't see it as 2 terrible losses and with the sense of benching Heineke as the fault, Yeah. So that like I said, just being on the straight end of it, I don't see them as 2 terrible losses that were his fault, So that's what I'm saying, to go back to the benching situation. But
how long has Wentz been available?
I think he's been available for at least 2 weeks, I think.
Has it been just 2 weeks? Okay.
I think it's a little longer. I thought it was a little longer than that.
You think it's longer? Because I don't think he was available when they played Giants the first time.
I thought it was. I thought he was just a backup.
No, he was the backup when they played him the second time. But he wasn't. I don't think he was available when they played the Giants the first time.
Okay, so he came back after the bye.
Yeah, after the bye.
Okay. So speaking of coaching jobs, do you think? And I think I asked you this early in the season when he kind of threw Carson Wentz under the bus. Is Ron Rivera's job in jeopardy?
To me, it depends on the next 2 games. Like I say, he bringing Wentz back in here, and win the playoff race right now. If we lose both of these games and get out the playoff race, he gone.
Oh. Woo! That's hot now. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm putting the cards on the table. I mean, because you're making this big of a judgment call right in the middle of the playoff race. I mean, we're right there. We're number 7 right now. It could go either way.
Yeah.
If we win, we pretty much in. But if we lose, we're gonna need the help of somebody else.
He on the hot seat? Old Riverboat?
Oh yeah. Come on now, because we're in this position right now. Big judgment call right here with 2 games to go.
Mm-hmm.
And this don't pan out like it need to. Now the owner, he on the hot seat too, so he may not do nothing. But if I'm the owner,
who y'all playing the last?
Huh? What'd you say?
Who y'all playing the last game?
Man, you know who you playing. Don't play like that, G. There you go with that low down shade again. When you already know.
Help him, Lord. Help him.
Oh man. All right, so coaching jobs, man, that may be out there. Hey, the Colts,
the Broncos,
the Panthers.
Yeah.
And the Panthers are doing a hell of a job with Steve Wilkes over there. Yeah. We thought their season was over.
Man, and they came and won last week. I mean,
they are tied up with the Bucks. Like,
yeah.
They play the Bucks this week, right?
This week. They play them this week. Like,
just think, if they beat the Bucks, then they'll be the first in the division.
They'll be first in the division. Hell of a job by Steve Wilkes, who was just throwing some trash, and he's turned it around and made this a team.
He got rid of his 3 starters, and has turned this thing around.
Yeah.
We know. I thought they was doomed when they got rid of McCaffrey.
The fire sale. We thought it was a fire.
Right.
They doomed, man.
They got rid of Moore. And what's the guy on the defensive side? They rookies. Y'all want to play? Y'all come on with it, And they pulled out since they let McCaffrey go. I think, like I said, they're 7 wins now, right?
They're 7-8, man.
7-8, man. Come on.
They're 6-9.
They're 6-9.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
6-9. Okay.
Tampa Bay is 7-8.
Okay. So they're a game behind. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they would have swept the Buck.
Okay. So if they beat the Bucks, then they'll go ahead of them because they beat them both times, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
But then the guy played the Saints the last game.
Yeah.
Oh. So, so the Broncos, man, now that they have fired the guy I've been saying they needed to fire, and they finally did it, man. And it comes out that your boy Russell Wilson, he needs to be catered in the facilities, man. The coaches has come out and said, man, I can't coach nobody like him. He's a diva beyond all divas, is what they're saying. He has to have things a certain way in the locker room. He has to have signs all over there, and he needs to have his he needs to be catered to a special way, is what they're saying.
So why is that coming out now after a man got fired? Come on now.
This is from the coach.
Look, this is from the coach. This is from some players too. Some players are not liking the the treatment that he's getting, and everybody else is not getting this same kind of treatment.
Man, and they showed this dude the other day. He threw in a Go Broncos, let's ride on that last interview, man. I'm talking about, I'm so tired of that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, you know. Go Bronx, let's ride, you know. Hey man, we tired of that shit. I'm tired of that shit, man. But not this is not the first time that a player has come out and say that they didn't like him. You know, Beast Mode was like, hey man, that dude on some other shit. You know, basically like, you know, Richard Sherman, them guys, I thought they were cool with this dude. They wasn't cool with him.
They all coming out, man.
Real.
And he's kind of a diva. I would never take Russell Wilson as one of those dudes.
Right. You know, early in his career, I think with the money, they said his attitude changed a little bit. You know, Sierra, you know, I don't know. I get it. He was a family man. He still is, but he's too commercial, you know, too, you know. I don't know. I was done with that dude weeks ago.
Either you like me or you don't. Just give me my money every week.
That's basically what he's saying. He out there with a ski mask on.
But remember how, you know, let's go back to Kobe back in the cut where the players didn't like him at first. It was a hard pill to swallow with his work ethic. You know, like when they want to go to the club, he wanted to go to the gym. You know, I mean, you know, we found out that he was still human because he made a few mistakes. But you know, like you know, broke the code with telling on people and it kind of, you know. But later on, you kind of figured this was the greatness of him. Hopefully, Russell would, you know, kind of turn it around because he does have. Does he have one ring or two? Yeah, one with 2 appearances.
Back to back.
2. Okay.
Yeah, that dumb call on the goal line.
Right. They wanted him to get the MVP of the game when they should have gave it to Beast Mode.
Yeah.
Did they want it or did he want it? Now I mean, after
they said,
stuff, did they want it or did he want it?
I thought they said that was on the coach. That was coach. They made that call. You know, they were trying to get him to, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
so, but the coaching, you know, I didn't want to make this about Russell, but the coaching. I've heard that Brian Flores is a name that's come up now.
For what team?
For the Broncos.
Okay. We also heard what's your coach name from New Orleans? No.
Peyton?
Yeah. But they'll have to pay. Wherever Peyton goes, they'll have to pay the Saints because he's still technically.
He's holding up for the Cowboy.
Dan Quinn. Yeah, Dan Quinn.
No, I thought Peyton was holding up for the Cowboy.
Oh, yeah. he know he ain't coming out.
Yeah, not now. Yeah.
But
not at the 12 wins. Y'all got 12 wins, right?
We have 11 right now.
11? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do that.
That made no difference.
We knew that they were courting him, but no, he's gonna go somewhere where he's needed right now. They don't need him at the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
But that was when we thought that's when McCarthy was getting all the criticism, you know, the unwanted criticism. That's when the rumors came out about that. But McCarthy cool.
Yeah.
Let him go if you want
Flores does
to.
get another
We're
chance.
taking.
I hope Flores does get another chance.
Where's Flores right now?
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Okay, hit the bird. That's right. That's right. Did Tomlin was that's right. Another one.
Yeah.
Bring him over here.
So you got Brian Flores, you got Dan Quinn, Sean Payton.
Hold on, G. Is it Dan Quinn's time yet?
Well, you know that they was going after Dan Quinn last year.
For the Broncos?
Yeah.
Or just teams?
No, Broncos. And he thought he was going to be their coach. And
They chose old dude.
the owner said he didn't want a defensive coach. He wanted an offensive coach. So he went after Hackett.
Right. And Brian Flores, he was in that conundrum with the Giants, right?
No, that's the Miami coach.
Miami coach.
Well, it was Miami's coach. Okay.
Yeah, that's Miami's coach. Yeah. He won the lawsuit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there I like the Brian Flores. I think he can do a heck of a job over there. You know, what do you think about for the Colts job? The Indianapolis Colts. It's known that Jeff Saturday is not going to be the guy.
Now, was he supposed to get the job totally, or just supposed to finish the season off?
I think he's just gonna be in him. Just finish the season.
Yeah, just supposed to finish the season off.
He may have been considered if he had worked miracles, but he didn't work no miracles.
They won one game.
Who? Colts?
Since he's been there, I'm saying he's won one game since he's been there.
Was it 1 or 2?
I think he just won, wasn't it?
That first game.
That first game.
The first game.
But then he upset. Didn't he upset somebody?
He upset somebody else too. I know they blew it against the Vikings.
Right. They blew a 33-point lead against somebody too.
That was the Vikings.
That was just one.
Okay.
Raiders. Yep, just Raiders.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah.
Just Raiders.
The Raiders, that coaching position, it should have been. I mean, I would say he should have been in the hot seat too. But
that's what we talked about, Josh. You bitching your franchise,
right?
And you out here sucking. And what he's trying to do, he's trying to take the pressure off of him. He's trying to make it like it's not me, y'all. It's not me. It's him.
Is Lovey on the hot seat?
No.
Nah.
No.
Oh,
not with
okay.
the team. Lovey has done a hell of a job with that team.
Yeah, he had no talent.
He got no talent. But what he's done is he has them boys playing hard.
Yeah,
that's one thing you can say about the Texans. They've played hard all season.
Okay.
You know, even the first game of the season, they tied the first game of the season. Like they've always played hard with the limited amount of talent that they've given him.
Right.
Yeah. No, so they shouldn't. And my guy Louis Scruggs, man, he always says he always get the black coaches the BS.
They clean up some mess.
Yeah, this
right?
Hey, come over here and get this for Lovey Smith.
Yeah. Hey, look,
Hey, Justin Baker, come here. Hey, we got caught cheating. I need you to come take over this right
fix here. It. I know, right? Just fix it for right now. Then make them into a championship team.
Yeah.
So who else is out there? What other team out there is where coaches, I guess, position is out there or a hot seat?
I'm gonna throw these out there for y'all.
All right.
The Chargers.
Chargers?
The Chargers on hot seat?
I'm just throwing
the playoff spot.
Wait, where'd you get this from, G? Did you this your list or
this is my list.
Okay.
They just clinched the playoff spot.
They clinched it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They won that night, they clinched the playoff spot.
The coach gave the ball to the owner.
Yeah.
You know, the game ball. Yeah.
I know that they were struggling. They've been struggling. He's been on the hot spot, you know. They 9-6. Remember
they clinched though.
But they were hurt all the season though, bro. You Yeah,
I
come
mean,
on, man.
okay, all right. Well, you want me to
Take them off. Yeah, take them off.
ain't like that. Ain't like that.
Look. Hold on, dude. Take him off, man. You got me concerned over here.
Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
That coach there.
Okay, so let me do this here for you, G. So you have been you've been throwing that dude on the bus as far as the quarterback. You've been throwing him under. Was it the coach or the quarterback this season for you? Since you put them on your list, who was the reason for this?
We already know.
Oh my God! My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ask that question. Don't answer that. Strike that. What they say when you're in court, stricken from the record. I already know. My bad. I got my answer. Go ahead. Continue, G.
You need a quarterback to be able to.
I said it all came out after he got his contract.
That was my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry.
The hate came out after the contract.
Hey, I'm just saying you need a quarterback, man. You need
all right. So Arizona, he was on the hot seat because of his quarterback. You blaming it on him?
Now he was out. New Hopkins was what 6-7 games.
Yep. Hopkins came back game 6.
Yeah.
BB said JJ Watt retired after college halftime speech.
I know, right? BB got them good ones too. Okay.
Look, he ain't wrong, though. He ain't wrong. So, let me see who else I got there. Cleveland's coach, and let me say this: I like what he's done with a tough. It's hard to win without a quarterback. They made do with Brissett. Nobody thought Brissett would win any games, but he actually went out there and did well.
Kobe did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah,
6 games.
His coach, her coach, needs a stern talking to. Not a fire, just a strong talking to. Like next year you got to do something.
He said, Nate, we're gonna let you go this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you pass on this one right here. But next year, we're gonna be paying him $50 million a year. Yeah, you gotta do something.
Yeah.
So
the Browns. You just putting the Browns on notice.
On notice. Just on notice.
Okay. Wait a minute. So you didn't tell me, is Arizona on notice or he got to go?
They might need to go.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, I didn't think of. Well, yeah, coach already gone, Pop. They don't have a coach. Tennessee's coach. What do y'all think about that?
No, Vrabel. No. Vrabel. They had to retool a little bit because they had to get a new offensive coordinator. Because they lost Arthur Smith, but they had to get a new one. I'm gonna say no because they got to retool. You know what I'm saying? They lost the wideouts. Not saying that Julio Jones was one of the guys, but they lost. What's your dude that's at
AJ Brown?
JJ? Yeah. They lost and Corey Davis. They lost a few guys, so they got to retool. So I'm gonna say no on Coach Vrabel. He's actually pretty good.
They went 7-3. They've lost 5 in a row.
Brandon Buchanan put in here that he heard that Derrick Henry is being benched.
Who benched?
He gonna sit out this tomorrow's game. That's all.
Oh, I was about to say been benched or sitting.
He's not on my fantasy team.
Yeah,
I'm in the semifinals.
They sitting out a lot. They sitting out a lot of folks.
I'm in the semifinals. I need everybody playing.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yo,
continue, G.
That's it, man. That's the only teams I can really think of.
What about Miami's coach?
I don't think he's on the hot seat
because of decision making, and I mean, no hot seat or no notice.
If the NFL do what they need to do, and start coming down on him. But how can the NFL come down on him? They didn't do what they're supposed to do too.
Right? They're part of it.
It's gonna be hard. Yeah,
they're part of the problem.
Yeah.
So no, I don't see him being on the hot seat.
New Orleans coach.
He's doing the best of what he got.
OG giving him flowers. Hey, listen, you're doing the best you can. Give him the pat on the back.
It's hard to win without a quarterback, man. You can't win without a quarterback, dog.
Listen to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't have no problem with Arthur Smith, but some of the mistakes You know, I mean, I,
Ooh, yes.
hey
Yes.
man, you know,
Talk.
I okay, I'm be
The
straight with you.
Bucks.
The Bucks,
This is his first year, right?
This is first year. They
Can't fire that man.
yeah, he's been another one where they fill in the holes because he's been the he was in Arizona. He was in what was that him that was at the Chargers? Or no, who was that black coach that was at the Chargers?
no, that wasn't him. That
That
wasn't him.
wasn't him. Okay, but to go back to my Falcons, right? I would love a more experienced coach. I don't have a problem with Arthur Smith and the job that he did. You know, with you know, like I said, with what you're giving. You know, at the same time, you know, the Matt Ryan era was over. Um, I didn't have a problem with him getting rid of those players that he had no commitment to, like Julio Jones. You know, like I said, like Matt, he did what he was supposed to, and I'm giving more kudos to our general manager. But I've seen Arthur Smith get riverboat runish where you don't want to answer questions. You know, you get a little frustrated, and that's only with the interview process. Not saying that he's like Ron Rivera, but I'm saying like on the interview process when they asking you questions, you can't get mad. It's that bullshit you put yourself in, you know. But sometimes you got to be a coach to pull the trigger a little bit earlier. You know, we waited a little bit too long, you know, to put Ritter in, but and then some of those fourth quarter management, it lets me know that you're still, you know, as much as you know, you did some good job on some assistant coaching, it's just not your time yet, you know, to be a head coach sometimes, you know.
Mhm.
So I'll put my coach on notice. I know my owner ain't that type of guy, but I'll put mine on notice, you know,
I,
if it came down to it.
I can't agree with you on that, dog. I
Okay.
he's taking a team who wasn't expecting to do anything and made y'all put y'all in position almost to make it to the playoffs. He's giving
Nah,
y'all
no. We got a weak conference. We got a weak
y'all
division.
y'all do have a weak division, but that means he's right there in the middle of y'all weak division.
Yeah, I
So
guess.
he's not worse than anybody else there. So you got to give him some kind of credit for that with the talent that he has. It's not a talent driven team right there yet. He still has to kind of build them. I think
Okay. Good,
I think
good.
this is why I think the pressure is on the coach of the Bucks now. This Bruce Arians team last year was a contender. Now you become the coach, and now you're in the worst division in the league, and you can barely beat out Carolina, Atlanta, New Orleans with Tom Brady at the helm.
Facts, but they missed some key pieces that they didn't bring back also, a la Gronkowski, a la Ndamukong Suh, you know, and a host of other ones that they didn't bring back, thinking that they were going to continue with the play from Tom Brady when it didn't really happen like that.
Tom has 4,000 passing.
This season,
Yeah,
he,
4,100.
he done threw for 4 stacks.
21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
Tom done threw for 4 already.
Those
Okay.
stats, dog.
God damn. Wow.
Yeah, but still, I know what Mr. Wright's saying, and he's right. They won't blame Tom. They rather blame on the coach. But even though he's throwing for 4 stacks, he still hasn't been the same Tom Brady. He had those glimpses of his goatness, and then he had those glimpses of not being the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And I'll say this to go back to my squad. So game one, where we didn't go for it on the fourth, let's go with the Tom Brady game where the terrible call, you know, where that it could have. Now I'll say with our 5, you know, win season, we could easily be 8, you know, with 3 games that we've had some trouble with in terms of the fourth quarter management, bad calling.
Right.
You know, I mean, we could easily be an 8, possible 9, you know, but I'm just saying, sometimes I get frustrated with my coach, you know, but that's me, you know.
Score said, "What's up, big dog?" He said, "Man, stop making excuses. The Falcons suck."
Don't you do that, Todd. Don't you do that.
And just to add to your point, Corey, you probably don't realize this, but y'all lost to Washington and Pittsburgh by the same score and kind of like the same manner.
And them games hurt, man. I know, right? Them games terrible, man. That fourth quarter magic. That's how I think. I've been saying the same thing. In the fourth quarter, we always get a representative to go over to the other squad and go, "Hey, how y'all want to win this?" We're gonna give you 5 minutes, and we're gonna give you a whole bunch of thirds and 12, third and 19. We're gonna show the magic of your team, and then we won't give the Falcons any time to recover. But that's management time for me, though. Sometimes, that's game management. And I'll say this here, and maybe I'm being a little harsh on Arthur, because sometimes we need our defense. Oh my God, I don't even want to go there, but we may need another defensive coordinator. I don't know, but
all right, man. Well, let's
fumbles in the fourth.
Yeah. New Orleans game was a killer. Pop said, "Man, New Orleans game was a killer." Y'all.
That it was.
All right, so we got fantasy football going on right now. We have a semifinals matchup between the OG Sparkle City and Sixburg, right, for the championship game.
No, it's the semifinals.
Semifinal, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt.
The championship semifinal. And it looks like it's. Hold up. Oh, I'm sorry. Sparkle City Headbusters versus Rashad's Magnificent Team.
And we don't even know that dude. I mean, he picked 2 teams in our league, and we don't even know the dude. But I remember I told you they do that to, bump up their, their overall, win-loss status on fantasy. Like Yahoo has, like your career, you can look at under your profile on your wins and losses.
Okay. And Rodney Littlejohn, the Business 2.0, he's playing Jay's Unreal Team. So
in the semifinals, there's 2 Little Johns in there, huh?
Yeah, 2 Little Johns in here. 2 Little Johns.
Who is Jay's Unreal Team? Who is that?
That's my guy, Jay Prolific.
Jay Prolific, okay.
The Charger. Yeah, he be on. Okay. Jay Prolific on here.
Okay.
So, hey man, good luck to all 4 teams, man. Go Jay's Unreal Team and Rashad's Magnificent Team.
Say it again, boy. Say it again.
I don't know. I was
all right, man. Let's go with our fan picks. Let's go here. Last week, the fan went 10-6, which was my guy BB. He went 10-6. I went a stunning 13-3 last week.
Did you?
Yes, the OG went 9-7, and Corey went 10-6. Bringing our records to the fan is 137-86. I am 132-91. The OG is 123-100, and Corey is 125-98. All right. We are way behind, y'all. The fan.
Behind the fan.
The fan is kicking our butt.
Now I would look how. Who was that last week that said I'm 2-0? Yeah, listen, the fan. It's been a conglomerate of all of y'all.
Yeah, that was DP. That was DP.
That was DP. Yeah.
DP. The DP went last week. Let me see if DP went that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He went 9-7 last week. DP did. So he didn't do well. All right, let's go this week, man. None of these numbers added to the same amount. They're not. They're not going to add the same amount. Oh yes, they did. All of them did. All 13. All of them 213 games or something like that. 223 games. So, all right. Let's go who else is out here? Hey, Shakur, Ty, you still out there? If you're still out there, man, let me know. Put something in the chat. Let me know. All right, let's go. Dallas at Tennessee.
Dallas. OG. What you say? You froze up for a second, OG. Who you got?
They going Tennessee. Hey, Kev, be our.
No, I think I'm going Dallas. If I go Dallas, then we might lose.
Oh, he going going back with that.
Yeah, I'm going back with.
All right. Hey, Kev. Hey, that's a Tennessee, big dog. All right. Let me know. Arizona at Atlanta.
Don't even
Two
matter.
backup quarterbacks.
Man, I ain't got no backup. I got a starter.
Well, he wouldn't have started at the beginning of the season, so he considered backup.
Rookie. Yeah, I'm
Let's
going with
see.
ATS because I don't know who the guy. I don't know if Colt McCoy has passed concussion protocol either, but
That don't make no difference about your choice, man.
dang, God. Okay,
I'm just saying, Corey.
we're trying to finish the season off with dignity, man. Don't do that. Golly.
I'm going Atlanta. I'm
going to Atlanta too.
Don't go with me though. Look, y'all can go somewhere else.
Hey, Kev lone wolfing it, man. He going to Arizona. He done with the Falcons. He said he never going with the Falcons again, man.
Yeah.
That only worked for Dallas. That only worked for Dallas, Corey.
Yeah. Chicago at Detroit.
Detroit been on the downside. I want them to keep being on the downside. I'm going with Chicago.
Going with Chicago, okay.
Where the game at?
And Detroit.
Oh, in the dome. Okay, I'll go with Detroit.
I'm going with Detroit as well. Kev, who you got? All right, Detroit. All right. All right, Denver at Kansas City. Oh, never mind. Kansas City, everybody. Kansas City.
What?
I know we all going Kansas City on this one. All right, Miami at New England. Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, Teddy P. Old toilet paper.
Old glove.
I think he still can throw that down. I'm going with Miami.
Where they playing at?
In New England.
Yeah, I'm going with New England.
They already proved they can play in the cold.
That is true. That was Tua though. I'm going with New England. I don't trust Miami, man. I don't trust them no more. That defense playing like trash, offense playing like all right, Indy at the Giants. Teddy Two Glove. There we go.
Giants.
Giants.
Yeah,
I say Giants, but I want them to get beat.
Yeah, I'm going to Giants too, man. All right. My dog, score, Giants. All right. All right. New Orleans at Philly. New Orleans.
Really? G? Philly.
I think Hurts is gonna play.
I don't imagine he wouldn't. Yeah.
They gotta get a win.
If he's not 100%, I wouldn't play him in this game. I think they can win. I think they beat New Orleans without it.
I'm actually gonna go. I'm going Philly.
If he plays, because he's trying to win the MVP.
I think if he's playing, it's because he knows they can't wait to that last week to try to win. That's too
You
much.
gotta get back into some playing.
So you don't think they can beat New Orleans without him?
No. They can. They can. Let me say this. They can, but they got a lot of injuries now. They got beat up last week. Lane Johnson is out for like 3 weeks. their cornerback, Maddox, he's out into the playoffs. Gardner Johnson is not back. They thought he was going to be able to start their 21 day. He's not back. They got some injuries. AJ Brown, his knee is hurt. Like they got some injuries, dog. And they've been healthy all year. So
put him in there, run the score, and take him out.
Yeah. Oh no, man. New Orleans don't have nobody. I can't go to New Orleans.
Did all of that just to say that to get back
that's
to
what
that.
he do. That's the way he do, man.
Damn, that boy there, boy. How many more you got, fellas?
All right, Carolina, Tampa Bay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 still. But we got to do the college.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Go ahead and start your truck up, man. You go. All right. Carolina, Tampa Bay. I got Carolina.
I think I got Tampa Bay at home.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with Tampa Bay. Let me go into
Okay. All right. Carolina. All right. Cleveland, Washington.
Sorry about this, Kanisha.
got Cleveland.
Yeah, keep that piece in the house there, buddy.
Yeah, I got Cleveland too.
I'm the lone wolf.
Let's see. I don't know, but your boy Kev might have. He
got Cleveland too. I'm the lone wolf.
Yeah. Lone wolf in that bad boy. All right, Jacksonville at Houston.
Jacksonville.
More Jacksonville. All right. San Fran at Las Vegas.
San Fran.
We're all sweeping on San Fran. All right. New York Jets at Seattle.
Jets.
Jets.
No, Seattle.
I'm going Jets.
I'm going Seattle.
I'm going Jets.
You going Jets?
I'm going Seattle.
Yep. All right. Jets at Seattle. I'm going Seattle. I think Seattle got to get off the snide somehow.
Not this week.
Kev got the Jets. Okay. Minnesota at Green Bay.
Ooh.
They both need this game. Both of them.
Well, Minnesota already in.
They already in, but if they fall
second place, he's second place.
Yeah, they fall out of second place
to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Frozen tundra.
And if Philly lose, they go to first place. So they get the bye.
I got Green Bay.
I'm going Minnesota.
I'm going Green Bay.
I'm long with it again.
All right, LA Rams at the Chargers. Baker Mayfield.
Well, the Chargers gonna play their people because Chargers ain't clinched.
I'm going Rams.
What?
They scored all the points they would score the rest of this year last week. I'm going with the Chargers.
Hey, which LA? Which LA, Kevin? Which LA? I'm going with the Chargers too. All right. Pitt at Baltimore.
Lamar is back.
Lamar back. I'm going Baltimore.
I didn't know they clinched the playoff spot last week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We all got Baltimore. And last game.
Who clinched? Baltimore clinched?
Yeah, Baltimore clinched last week.
Okay.
Buffalo. Go ahead, Hawk. They done tied it back up. Not for long. All right. Buffalo versus Cincinnati.
Ooh. That's in Cincinnati, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Buffalo.
I'm going Buffalo.
Yeah, I got Buffalo too.
I'm going Cincinnati. All right. Kev. All right, go. I'm Lone Wolf. All right, let's go. Michigan versus TCU.
I got Michigan.
Yeah, I got Michigan too.
Yeah, I got Michigan. I think we're gonna finally get that matchup.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Georgia and Ohio State.
I got Georgia on my mind.
Georgia. James got TCU over Michigan.
What's that?
And he got Ohio State. Okay.
Wow.
All right. There we go, man. We got our picks in.
So who gonna win the championship then? We'll have to do that now. We'll have to do that now.
We'll see each other before then.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, man. Hey, great show, y'all, man. Episode 61 in the books, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. This has been a hell of a show. We covered a lot of stuff, man. For Decatur's funkiest Commanders and SCSU #1 fan, and your boy G, man, we appreciate you all rocking with us. Everybody out there on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank y'all, man. Hey, rock on, Kev. For my dog, Kev, Todd Shakur, James Littlejohn, Larry Wright, Kanisha Davis, Rodney Littlejohn, Brandon Buchanan, and anybody else that was out there that I may have missed. My guy Pete Ruiz, DP, man, we missed you all out here today, baby. Hey, man, thank y'all for rocking. We love y'all. Remember to keep your head on a swivel and keep God first. And we will see y'all on next Wednesday.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday? Okay, yeah.
Next Wednesday, man. We'll get back to the weekends that following that next Wednesday. But y'all know it's New Year's, so we ain't gonna be able to do it on New Year's, y'all. Right? Hey, man, we love y'all. Like I said, man, keep your head on swivel, man, and keep God first. Hey, y'all have a happy New Year. And for everybody else, man, I'll see y'all on Saturday night, baby. Let's get it. We out.
Yeah. Peace.